Hey there, hi there. It's me, Priscilla B, and welcome to part two of tarot reading for beginners. So, a little bit about me. I'm a mom of two with one on the way. I'm married to my soulmate, a wonderful man named Dan. Um, I have two college degrees. One is a BFA in creative writing for entertainment, and the other one is a master's in entertainment business. I also studied business administration. I also studied industrial and organizational psychology. Um, I I love learning about cinematography, filmmaking, directing. Um, my hobbies include tarot card reading, and watching movies and blogging about movies. Alrighty. So, and yeah, so let's get started. So first things first, when you start your tarot reading process, it's important that you have a little space of your own, like a little desk, a little nook somewhere um in your home where you can have like a altar sort of say, and this is where you can put dried flower petals, like these ones here. If you have fresh flowers, you can use fresh flowers. If you have fake flowers, you can use fake flowers. These are some dried flowers that I bought a couple weeks ago, which still look really pretty. I think dried flowers look really pretty. They add a sort of like ambiance. So I, have these here. It's important that you don't have any like distracting things going on in the background. So I kind of created a little miniature stage, if you will. I have a backdrop here. I love flowers. Obviously, my backdrop is also flowers. I have this really beautiful, like basically hand beaded, handcrafted table, like I guess tabletop decoration. So I use that as the bottom here. But you can use whatever things you have. If you're into feathers, great, use feathers. If you're into ribbon, I have some red ribbon from Valentine's Day, some like mesh that I was working on a wreath, a Valentine's Day wreath. Go for that. If you want the audience to see your face, go for that. I'm kind of having a bad hair day here, so I'm gonna skip out on that part. I promise in the future you will see my face. If you look through some of my older videos, sometimes I like to wear head dresses, like big giant flowery headbands. I really strongly believe that just being yourself, being your authentic self, and staying true to who you are, expressing yourself through makeup, jewelry, decorations, creativity, getting your nails done, for instance, which I hope to do later this week and treat myself. Those are all things that you can use to express yourself. And you really want to go for it. If you're not into those things, that's cool too. Whatever is your most comfortable, that's where you want to be when you begin. Okay, that's really key important for a good healthy tarot card reading, okay? Because your audience can pick up on your energy. They can sense when you're enjoying it. They can sense when you're not enjoying it. And there's a lot of things that go into it, but for now, for starters, we just want to stick with creating our stage. Okay, that's what we want to do. Alrighty. And sorry if I seem like out of breath or something like that. I am pregnant, so I do get out of breath fairly quickly these days. Alrighty, but so now you know a little bit about me. And now about setting up your stage for your reading. You can pause this video if you want to set up a little setup, or if you want to just save that for later when you want to do your own reading, that's fine too. Alrighty, so let's begin. So we're going to start by shuffling up our cards, okay? If you don't have any cards, if you haven't bought any yet, that's totally fine. If you make your own cards, which I hope to do in the future, once I have a little bit of more idea of what kind of cards I want to make, kind of like index cards you can use to make your own tarot cards. And anything, you know, paper, scissors, glue, glitter, get it all out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to start doing that now, you know, while you're, you know, doing what you do, watching the video, then go for that too. Whatever works for you. Okay. Alrighty. So, we're gonna work with various group of cards, today, okay? So this is a general reading. I'm not going to do any specific signs for this reading. It just kind of applies to whoever it applies to. That being said, we're going to get started. All right, so first things first, we have for today, we have our Goddess Knowledge card, okay? So what's this goddess's name? Okay, so this is White Shell Woman. White Shell or White Bead Woman, also called I can't speak today. Turquoise Woman and Abalone Woman is sometimes said to be a younger version of Changing Woman. White is the color of dawn and of the east. White Shell Woman, the creator and sustainer of life, created the Navajo people and sent them their home. As gifts, she gave them shells, which became corn and other food-bearing plants. She gave them the animals. She gave them the gifts of rain and beautiful flowers. With the sun, she is the mother of killer of enemies and child of the water, the dual protectors of the people from their enemies. A Navajo chant says, "All things around me are restored in beauty." It is because of White Shell Woman that this is so, and it is because of her teachings that we can experience the exquisite harmony that comes from being alive on this beautiful earth. Wow, that's really beautiful. And if you are inspired to buy this deck, you can follow this information down here. You can check out Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can buy them on Amazon. Okay, so that is the Goddess Knowledge card for today, okay? And this is just really embodying and embracing this goddess energy that's coming your way, okay? That's what this is about, alrighty? So she's the killer of enemies. She is the child of water, okay? She protected her people. The Navajo chant says, "All things around me are restored in beauty." So if that is something, if that's an affirmation that you want to repeat today, embrace that, embody that, let that sink in, then go for it, okay? So she really did protect her people from enemies, and she really did you know, not only create life, but sustain life for her people, okay? And you can make offerings to her with gifts such as and ask her to protect you and put protection over you by you know, putting shells in your altar space. There's corn, other food-bearing plants, so that nurturing, that a bountiful energy there, okay? So she gave them gifts of rain and beautiful flowers. Again, you know, if you want to have flowers and shells, I used to have some shells, but I don't know what happened to them. But you know what? It's okay. So basically, if you are needing to channel some goddess energy this week, you know, making offerings to the White Shell Woman and really embracing her energy and what she stood for and what she gave to her people and how she protected her people. You know, this are key elements here to interpreting this card, understanding this card, and really embracing that goddess energy and that knowledge and wisdom that she wants to share with you, okay? And this is a beautiful portrait. done, or painting, I guess. And the illustration is just really beautiful. All right, so just embrace her beautiful wisdom, her beautiful knowledge, her energy. Okay, embrace that this week, this month, this year, and bring it into your daily life. Okay. All right, so now we're moving forward to more specifics. Okay, so I'm working with the Gaia Oracle deck here. Okay, gotta get a little adjusted here. Okay, so let's see what the card is here for this. The child. Okay, this makes sense. This is beautiful, perfect light energy here coming through. And also we have a hummingbird here drawing nectar from this daisy. So we have this sense of innocence, okay? This general sense of innocence, this general sense of childlike, okay? We have light here circling the child, coming down here. The energy is really focused on the innocence of a child and what a child represents. You know, we see the roses all around. You know, with roses, you have these beautiful, you know, delicate, very symbolic flowers for like love. And we also have, there's also thorns, right, that grow around roses. So, you know, a child is very innocent, right? We also know we need to protect children, right? We need to make sure they're safe, right? So there's a lot of symbolism here to interpret when it comes to the rose and the child. Okay. All right, so we're sensing this like innocent child like energy this week, day, month. I guess whenever this resonates for you, this is just a general reading, so there's no time specific on here. Okay, so we have this child energy. Okay, now let's see, moving forward, we have our Rose Oracle message. So we have the Jester. Okay, so again, you know, the Jester is a very like almost like the Fool. You know, they're funny in court. You know, think kings and queen, Renaissance time. They are you know, the person that makes the king and queen laugh, that the court laugh. But you have to be careful here. Remember, there's caution here because, you know, you say the wrong joke, you know, and next thing you know, the king and queen are offended, right? So you have to be careful here with this energy. So again, you know, like a child, you know, we think of innocence, we think of protecting our children. We also think of inner child here, right? And children love to laugh, they love to play, just like the Jester is all about making people laugh and playing and goofing around, right? But again, with the theme of the rose, you know, for this reading, it's very important to remember that we have this beautiful, delicate flower, kind of like us, right? We are this beautiful, delicate soul, right? But we do have some thorns around the edges, right, to protect us. You know, maybe these are past hurts and wounds that created this this hard exterior, right? Because when you go to pick a rose, you have to make sure that you're not picking it up and getting pricked, right, by the thorns. So it's good to have protection, and that's what I'm sensing from this reading, right? Because we do have the white shell woman here, right? We have this goddess energy from this goddess who is all about protecting her people, and also child of the water, remember. So these are dual protectors of the people, right? So children coming from the water, killer of enemies, right? She was the mother, okay? The mother looking over the child, okay? So this is very symbolic right now, okay? We have this goddess energy protecting the inner child in you, okay? So let's get more deeper into that meaning, right? Because like you probably want to like laugh and you want to play, you know, but there's a time for laughing and playing. There's also a time for protecting. It's these dual things happening right at this time. Okay, okay, sorry about that, hold on one second. All right, so now we have our message from the mermaids, and I also bought this deck online. Okay, And this is the free spirit. Yeah, so I am sensing that this is very much aligning with the idea of your childness, your inner childness, your free spirit energy, this free spirit that's like, ungrounded, just like liberated soul, free range, she obviously looks like she's just like carefree, having fun. She's in the water. There's fish swimming all around her. She's very like in her element. She's very happy with where she's at. Okay? And I feel like that's you, right? Because these messages, they're coming in, they're for you. So this energy is a free spirit, a free energizing spirit. Okay? And that's what you're embodying. That's what you're embracing right now. We also have a unicorn message for you. Magical crystal cave. Switch on your inner light. Bring forward your gifts. So you have these gifts, okay? There's this magical mystery crystal cave place, right? That's inside you, right? And you're unlocking it. Your unicorn magic is unlocking it, okay? You're switching on your inner light. You're going from being in the darkness, right, to not knowing what's going on, to knowing what's going on all of a sudden, to becoming enlightened all of a sudden. And you're bringing forward your gifts here and you're sharing them, okay? And your unicorn here is wearing like a crystal necklace, right? So it's important, like when you see crystals and things like that, if you're drawn to certain crystals, like here's like the purple like amethyst here, these are like probably like white quartz or something, right? And around it is like some rose quartz. You have to like embrace this, okay? You have to embrace this light. And if you go to one of those like magical, mystic shops, right, locally near you, hopefully small, I'm definitely a strong believer in supporting local small businesses. So if there's some crystals and things that are reasonably priced that you want to buy, go for it, because these crystals give off certain energies, which I'm not going to get into all the details of crystals and what they mean because I don't know myself, but your unicorn is like drawing you to that. It's drawing you to going in, seeing your inner light, okay, that your inner child is giving off, and really embracing that and really bringing forward your gifts here, okay? And that's what this is all about, okay? And your goddess is saying, your goddess mother energy is protecting you while you're on this journey to going in, looking at your light, looking at your inner child stuff. She's offering you protection so that you can be free spirited. You can be vulnerable enough to jest and laugh and have fun, okay? You still need to protect yourself, and crystals offer different forms of protection. Okay, that's why you need crystals sometimes, okay? All right, let's check out the fairy messages. I know a lot of information coming at once, but I promise you this, if this resonates with you, it'll make sense. If it doesn't, then it wasn't meant for you, okay? Moving on. So we have your fairy messages, okay? And this deck I also bought on Amazon. It's the same artist and maker, I believe, or the same designer, or I don't know, like the same person is associated with like both of these decks. So I got them both on Amazon. Okay, so these are new beginnings. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So see how this all lined up? Okay, so I'm going to break it down for you and explain it to you if you don't understand how this reading aligned. Okay, so first we started out with what goddess is protecting you right now. Okay, we have the mother goddess protecting you, okay? She protects the children of the water. She kills off enemies, right? Okay. So we have this mother-like energy protecting you because you are the child, okay? You have this inner child inside of you, okay? And you are the child of the goddesses. The goddesses are older than you. They're like, she obviously was born way before you were, and her energy and her wisdom and her knowledge is being transferred to you to protect you. because you're like the great, 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 great grandchild, okay, of this goddess energy. You're embodying this goddess energy, and she's protecting you, okay? And the child is like a rose, right? We're thinking symbolism here, okay? There's roses in this picture, right? And the rose the energy rose that you're giving off is that of the jester. Okay. And this all tells a story. Children love to play, they love to have fun, they love to laugh. Okay. But we have to be careful, and we have to have thorns protecting us. So that way, if the wrong person tries to come in and like pick us apart, think metaphorically here, think picking us apart, not having the right intentions, right? That's why we have these thorns for a reason. Because the gardener, right? The protector is going to know to wear those special gloves, right? Or at least be very delicate, right? And so that they don't get pricked by us, right? The person with the experience, the person with the knowledge is going to make sure that we are well cared for and that we are taken care of, right? Okay. Now we have mermaids are very magical, mystical creatures. So are fairies, and they exist in a magical sense, right? So we want to know what they have to say about this. And the mermaid message that's coming through that was meant for this reading is the free spirit, right? And what other better way to express like a free spirit than someone who is like a jesting, fun, loving, laughing kind of person, right? A childlike person that loves to play and laugh and have fun, right? We're not drawing like the crone card here or the magician card here, right? We're not drawing that card here. The energy here is that we are like the child and we have protection from our goddess, okay? So the free spirit energy here is like the mermaid is saying, be your free spirit itself. Have fun, jest, laugh, be all in your element, feel comfortable in your own skin, right? That's what free spirit means. And then we have our unicorn, right? If you believe in unicorns, which if you're watching a tarot card reading video, you probably believe in mermaids and fairies and unicorns and all that magical stuff. All right. So what is the message from our unicorn, right? Because we're all assigned one, right? So it's to go into our cave, our magical crystal cave, draw on our crystal's energy, light, protection, switch on our inner light, and bring forward our gifts. And that's exactly what you're doing here. Okay. And as a mother, it's our job to nurture our children and have them shine their light, show their gifts, and help curate that to a place where they can express themselves freely, comfortably, while offering them protection from outsiders who want to do them harm. Okay. So it's all about symbolism, metaphors, interpretations. It's all about connecting the dots. That's what tarot reading is all about, feeding into that message that spirit guide is leading us to express. Okay? And then we have our fairy message, new beginnings. This, look how it just lined up, right? We go from the goddess to the fairy with the new beginnings protecting the baby. Okay, and this fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture ideas as you would a baby. So your fairy godmother is saying, if you have new ideas and you want to express them and you want to be joyous and all of these things, your fairy godmother is saying, go for it. I'm expressing that for you. That energy is coming out for you. That doorway is opening for you, right? She's surrounding you with flowers, butterflies, light energy here. She's protecting you. There's two doves here protecting the baby. There's a little bunny rabbit over here. Like, all these beautiful things, all these beautiful elements and creations are protecting you and keeping you safe, letting the baby sleep, letting the baby rest. She is offering you the protection you need. She is nurturing your ideas as you would a baby. Okay? She's offering you this guidance and this light. Okay? Because we all have fairy godmothers, right? If you love fairies, if you love Cinderella, you got a fairy godmother looking out for you, right? And we do. Right here, we have the white shell woman. offering her goddess knowledge, offering her wisdom, offering her protection. Okay? Alrighty. So see how that all kind of just like aligned into a story that made sense, right? If the cards are coming out in a way that makes sense, you know you're on the right track. If you start taking out cards and you're like, what the heck does this even mean? I don't even know. You need to keep doing the reading till you know, or start all over again. There's times when I'm like, I don't even know what this means. This is so confusing. Start all over again. Then there are times when I'll start a reading and I'll be like, I'm not sure how this is connecting. Then I'll pull out another deck. I'll keep getting cards out until I know that I have received the entire message and what is meant to be said. Okay, so I hope that made sense. If not, I don't know what to say because I just don't. But anyways, so that was the general reading, okay? For all signs, okay? Take what resonates, okay? And I hope you enjoyed, okay? So pause, cut, whatever you want to say there. So that was an example of a general reading, okay? And maybe for some of you, it wasn't just an example. Maybe it was like something that you're actually going to, actually really like made sense to you, resonated with you, and you're going to take it into your adventures and your life and your next moves, okay? But that is what a general reading looks like, okay? You're reading cards, you're interpreting them, you're drawing a conclusion from them, and you're summarizing it all up, okay? You want the reading to make sense to your audience. If the reading doesn't make sense to you, just stop and start over again, because this isn't supposed to be like practiced and pre-planned, the reading. You're not supposed to have like 10 cards like already picked out really and like already practiced the reading like 50 times. It's okay to like have like 3 or 4 decks that you know really well and you like and enjoy really well and make sense to you, and then draw from those. But yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to be like you practice this exact reading 50 times. Like, that's not what tarot reading is about, okay? It's about shuffling up the cards, and whatever fate decides, fate decides. And for this general reading, fate decided this, okay? So let spirit guide you to the cards and draw from the cards that guide you and draw from the reading, because you're gonna feel like this energy when you do it. You're gonna feel like happy and full of life and full of energy, okay? And if the reading isn't making you feel that way, then scratch it, start over again. I don't personally believe in sending out negative messages to people and like trying to scare them to get them to do my readings, like beware, warning, danger. Like, I mean, I guess if you need to warn someone, you need to warn someone of something, I guess. But I just don't really like using a fear tactic to get people to read my readings. Okay, I prefer to be like, this message is for you. Someone is trying to, hurt you or something like that. But that's not really my style. I mean, but whatever your style is and whatever you're comfortable in, whatever that lane is for you, stick with that. I generally like, general readings like this one. I love soulmate readings. I like tarot card games, pick a pile that you're drawn to. Like themed readings too are always kind of fun. So I haven't been doing this like too long. I only started like back when COVID started. So, but it's all up to you. Do what makes you feel comfortable. That's the key takeaway right there. Okay. So that was an example of a general reading. All right. I hope you enjoyed. Love and light always, and stay tuned for part 3, where we're going to do some more fun stuff. And, hopefully I can get up a list of like my top like 5 favorite tarot card readers that are out there on YouTube. So if you guys want to check out their channels and support their channels, if you like them, you know, great. If not, not meant for you. But I hope to have that all set up for part 3. Thanks again. Love and light again, times affinity and beyond. And hope you have a wonderful, awesome week, month, and year. Bye.